Some do it for money, some do it for fame. Join Greg Rufus and Mike for the love of the game. The 2025 NBA season is just around the corner, and we are ready to drop some basketball commentary you won't hear anywhere else. Get ready for wild predictions and bold takes. A podcast offering a fresh and engaging perspective on what might unfold and what's currently happening inside the game of basketball. To our viewers, we invite you to subscribe to GR Productions and join in on the discussion as we talk about all things NBA, Memphis Grizzlies, and Memphis Tigers basketball. Like, comment, and share. Thanks for your support and enjoy the show. For the love of the game, stay tuned.
Welcome everybody back for the Love of the Game podcast. We are back yet again. My partner in crime, Michael Miles. I'm your host, Greg. The other co-host, Greg Rufus. Mike, how you doing?
Doing great. Doing great. Glad to be on.
Good. Another week of amazing content to give you guys. On this episode, you guys, John Morant, we got the injury, but it just seems like the Grizzlies are just bedridden with injuries consistently. Like
it's a plague. It's a plague.
it's the play. It's like we got 7 minutes of the entire team. That's all it took last Saturday against Cleveland, and it's over. John Morant's hurt. We're gonna talk about that. Do you think the Grizzlies should tank? I mean, is this a lost season? We'll get to it. We'll get to it. Also, the Tigers they hosted UNLV Sunday. Josh Pastner came back. Came and shocked us. We're going to talk about that. That was a very shocking upset that happened down at FedEx Forum. And in honor of our boy Nico being fired last week, me and Mike were going to come up with our worst trades in NBA history, and this should be good. This should be good to say the least. But before we start, you guys, please subscribe to our podcast, GR Production, at Throw It Down Big Fella for the love of the game. Check out this amazing podcast along with my other amazing podcast, the KG Football Show, and the XO Football Lounge with your girl Raven Moore. So check out all these amazing content. We have an end of the year thing coming up. So Mike, we're gonna have you and me and Raven. We're gonna do an end of the year review, talk about all the things that happened this past year, 2025, and what we expect for the year 2026. It'll probably be the last week in December, last week of December. So look forward to that. Okay.
Awesome.
Let's start with the Grizzlies, of course. John Morant's injury, as I mentioned in the intro, being reevaluated in 2 weeks, according to Shams. Mike, what's your take on this? Is it panic time? Is it time to push the panic button for the Grizzlies?
Well, I think it's definitely time for the front office to change the tune from a retool to a rebuild.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, it is still early in the season, but I mean, we already started out with the injuries, but we had the hope that we had was John Morant and Jaren Jackson Jr. being healthy, and now that is kind of up in flames, and it really didn't get off to a good start. To begin with Coach T.I. and his coaching style. Uh, so from the looks of it, I think it may be time to um I wouldn't say I don't think tanking I mean would be I don't think we should tank, but and then the only reason why I say that is that I don't think it'll take much for us to lose games the way that Iisalo is coaching the team.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, these calf injuries are some serious injuries.
Yeah.
can lead to more serious injuries
Mm-hmm.
because it's connected to the Achilles. Most injuries start with the calf and they go down to the Achilles. So I see them treating this as a serious injury or concern, and they're going to trade cautiously regarding that. It definitely makes a trade justifiable. I think for the Grizzlies re, re, as it relates to John Morant
Yeah.
and his availability with the suspension, and then he and the coach not necessarily getting off on the right foot.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a change of scenery is needed, but John Morant considers Memphis home. I don't want to see John traded at all, but I can understand if the front office said, you know what, it's just time to start completely fresh and completely rebuild instead of retool, as Kleiman put it. But Edie being back is a positive.
Yes.
Ty Jerome is going to be evaluated pretty soon, I assume, in the next couple of days from his injury. So guys are starting to come back within the next 2 to 3 weeks. You got Ty Jerome, and Scottie Pippen Jr. back. Maybe I think wishful thinking will have Scottie Pippen Jr. back before Christmas. I think that maybe that's probably around the timeline he should be back. But this injury bug, man, just keeps hitting us, man. We take some steps forward, and then we take 10 steps back with this injury.
Yeah.
With these injuries, I think it's good that we signed Meshack to a two-way,
Mm-hmm.
and we dropped PJ Hall, wave PJ Hall.
What did you think about that? Do you like PJ Hall? I like PJ
I
Hall.
mean, I think he's a good player. I mean, he's serviceable. We didn't really use him that much, but I mean, we need guards right now.
Yeah.
I did find it kind of alarming that Cedric Coward was under a minute restriction, or was just put on a minute restriction with his injury. I think he had a leg injury,
Yeah. Yeah.
ankle injury, or something to that sort. But I mean, we need guards right now. So
I
Meshack is like what,
yeah.
6'4", 6'5",
Yeah. Yeah.
defensive guard that's been working on this offense, but you know, just another body in there.
The crazy part is because the Grizzlies play Spurs tonight. Victor is out as well.
Yeah,
John
yeah,
Morant is out. So
yeah.
I'm sure I'm
Two your
sure NBC.
superstars, two superstars are out tonight,
I'm
and
sure
that's why. I mean, especially the Wemby thing. I think because they flexed that game,
right. Yes.
and so then they were expecting Wemby and a fresh
Wow. Yeah.
Wemby. I mean, Ja, of course, to
Stephon
be
Castle
there.
is hurt. Stephon Castle is hurt. I think he's out. Dylan
Wow,
Hooper is out.
wow, wow. Yeah, these injuries, man, they are
And, and
really
I think
unfortunate.
I'm sure NBC is real happy and excited tonight about all these injuries. So good luck, Grizzly fans, watching this tonight.
We'll
I
see
think,
how it goes. I mean, it's
yeah.
these next stretch of games. I mean, I
Mm-hmm.
don't know if you can call them winnable or not, but I mean, you got San Antonio without Wemby and Castle. Then you got Sacramento. Then you got Dallas. I mean, you got
Winnable.
Denver, which
Winnable.
is not
No,
probably gonna lose that game
problem. Yeah.
versus Denver. But then you got New Orleans, and then the Clippers, and then Sacramento again, then the
Mm-hmm.
Spurs again.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, there are some winnable games on the schedule
Yeah.
in front of you that if you just put up a good solid good solid 8 players, healthy players out there, they give 100% and, get a little rhythm going, maybe we can get a couple of wins.
Yeah. Um, I'm just here's my thing. I I agree with you 1,000% about Ja Morant's trade value. Like if we want to trade Ja, we got to get something in return. I'm
Yeah.
hearing about these trades about to Minnesota. I mean, are they gonna give up Nas Reed? Are they gonna give up Dante Divid? Like they got to give up a lot. I'm gonna say about two players, like
Yeah. We're going to need like 3 or 4 first rounders for
something.
Josh.
Like give us the OKC deal. Like so I need 5 first round draft picks. Like a 4 first round and like a second round. Like I need we need a complete deal package to send back to us so we can start over. If you want to start over with Triple J, then so be it. I mean, but I don't if you're gonna trade Ja, like you said, like get something in return. We gotta get some type of value, a little value input back. And I just don't see it. Like you said, like trade for Ja Morant and Trey Young. That's the only thing I see.
Yeah.
That makes sense, like you said last week. So
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Yeah. And, and when you look at Atlanta, I mean, Atlanta right now, they're 7-2 without Trey Young.
mm-hmm.
They're 7-2. And some of their fans are, I wouldn't say they're ecstatic about it, but they're like, yeah, I think some fans are fed up with Trey Young.
Mm-hmm.
Atlanta Hawk fans are fed up with Trey Young, and they feel like
Mm-hmm.
he's a defensive liability. The same things that some Grizzly fans are saying about Ja, they're saying the same things about Trey Young.
Mm-hmm.
Only Trey Young, is a more efficient shooter
Yeah.
from the 3-point line. I mean, they kind of essentially can do the same thing, except Trey does not have the hops, that Ja does.
Right.
But I mean, Trey Young, I can't put Ja in front of Trey Young as far as play. I mean, shooting, I gotta take Trey.
Playmaking, I gotta give
I,
it.
I gotta take Trey.
Playmaking and dribbling, I gotta give the Trey. Like
Floater, mid range.
right.
You can call him even if you want to, but I
Mm-hmm.
mean, Ja's been slumping
Yeah.
as of late, and wasn't playing very well from the mid or uh or in the float in his float game.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Extremely clutch though. I mean, both really are clutch.
Mm-hmm.
Both of them been clutch. I mean, Ice Trey has been clutch
Mm-hmm.
numerous times.
He's like playoffs. We have like visual evidence of Trey Young taking the team extended like to the Eastern Conference Finals, almost an NBA Finals in 2021. So Trey likes the light. He wants the limelight on him, the spotlight on Trey Young. I mean, I wish he had a second star with him. He's never had that. He's kind of got it a little bit now with Kristaps Porzingis and who else did they get from Cleveland? I hate that they
They
traded
got
away
Rufus,
Hunter. I hated that. But
got
like
Jalen
Jalen
Dyson,
Johnson, like
yeah, Jalen Johnson,
they,
yeah,
they, they got pieces now, which I've been wanting Trey to get for a very long time. So job for Trey Young makes a lot of sense. It
it,
makes
it,
a lot
it
of sense.
and I mean, even if that trade were to happen, let's just say they don't get picks, a whole lot of picks for Ja.
Mm-hmm.
It's still the trade still makes a lot of sense because you're trading superstar for superstar or all star for
Mm-hmm.
all star.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Again, I want to make it clear. I would love to keep Ja, and
Right.
I believe Ja wants to stay in Memphis. But I mean, these injuries, the suspension, you got a whole second half of him quitting on the team.
Mm-hmm.
The last couple of years have been rough,
Mm-hmm.
and sometimes a change of scenery is good. I'm still gonna be root for Ja, even if he's in the Grizzly jersey or not.
Yeah.
But you know, Trey Young for Ja is not a bad trade in my opinion, and I agree. And I think if you trade Ja, you
Mm-hmm.
might as well look at trades for Jaren Jackson Jr. too. You
Mm.
might as well consider it.
Go. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, or I have a wild take on that.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Okay. Um, I think with the way that we've started the season, there are two teams that I think that could potentially reach for Jaren Jackson Jr.
Mm-hmm.
or even use Jaren Jackson Jr. I like Jaren Jackson Jr., but I just don't think he's reached his potential. I would love for him to retire as a Grizzly, but the fouls, the I mean,
The no rebounding games.
the
The no.
rebound, the
Yeah.
inconsistent play from time to time.
Mm-hmm.
I hate to agree with Perk at all when he comes and says that Jaren Jackson Jr. is overrated. I
Not saying that.
completely disagree with that. I think Jaren Jackson Jr. is a can be a great player in the league.
Yes.
Defensively, I mean, he's there.
Mm-hmm.
Steals, blocks, scoring. He's elevated his game to the 3-point line. He can stretch the floor.
Mm-hmm.
He does everything you want him to do when he's playing the right way.
Yeah.
When he's playing on his A game. But there's two teams that I think they will uh, reach or could reach for him, and I would say that's Chicago and Brooklyn. They say
Oh, please not Brooklyn. Please not Brooklyn. Please. No.
Jaren Jackson to Chicago for Mantas
Okay.
Vazelis,
Mm-hmm.
only because it's a foreign connection
Mm-hmm.
with Ti. Since
Yeah.
Ti has a foreign game,
Mm-hmm.
maybe he needs a foreign player to you know adapt to his role. And I think Mantas is they're the Chicago's best front court player, young player, second year guy
Mm-hmm.
uh, that would match that skill set. And then to Brooklyn for Nick Claxton. And I say Nick Claxton because I believe Nick Claxton and Ja are buddies. I think they are,
Mm-hmm.
but Nick Claxton is putting up like 15 and 8 rebounds a game, I think, right now for Brooklyn.
Mm-hmm.
And I wouldn't say they have similar contracts, but they kind of match up. I had an even wilder take, or we even wilder thought um,
I want to hear the
that
Brooklyn. I want to hear the Brooklyn trade. I want to hear the Brooklyn deal. I don't.
but
I
that's
don't.
Jaron Jackson Jr. to Nick Claxton for Nick Claxton and picks
Mm, I,
and picks.
I hate it. I would hate it for Jared Jackson Jr. Triple J. Brooklyn is where your career dies. You go to Brooklyn, your career dies. Like I want them to go to Brooklyn. I'd rather go to Chicago. Like I hate. No, I like
If
Chicago deal though.
if I mean I could see either franchise really pursuing that trade potentially
Mm-hmm.
just from a contract number standpoint. And then I'm gonna give you even wilder take. And I
Uh-oh.
don't see this happen at all. I don't see this happening at all. But the way that the season is going,
Mm-hmm.
um, I don't think the numbers work out, and I just don't see the Grizzlies doing this. But Jaren Jackson Jr. to the Philadelphia 76ers for Joel Embiid.
Whoa. 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 That's
And I
wild.
know
That's
that
wild.
is extremely wild.
Wow.
That's an extreme take. But if we looking at the numbers,
Uh-huh.
I mean, you're trading someone that can't stay on the floor
Mm-hmm.
to someone that can't stay on the floor
Right. Right. Can't
physically.
stay on
I
the phone.
mean,
Yeah.
and
Right.
is often injured. So we
Yeah.
won't be disappointed as Grizzly fans because that's what we're used to. Players
Mm-hmm.
not being able to stay on the floor. Um,
Do you like the new look 76ers with Paul George came back last night? They won. They beat the Clippers. That was a thrilling game. But
and I mean that's why I think they will probably shoot for Jaren Jackson Jr.
mm, mm. Are we
If
gonna
they
eat?
can't get
We gotta
Joel
eat all
Embiid,
that. We have to eat Joel Embiid's contract. He has a very large contract.
yeah,
Like,
that's why I don't think it's gonna happen. It would happen. I
mm,
don't think the Grizzlies would go for it.
no, no.
I think Philly genuinely wants to stick it out with Joel,
Yeah,
and I don't think Joel wants to leave. But I mean, we've
I
seen crazy things happen. So
exactly Lakers. I mean, Lakers to Joel Embiid. I've thought about that. I'm like, Joel Embiid could actually get traded to the Lakers. Like, I saw. I mean, I could see it.
I mean, anything is possible. I
With
mean,
Rob Pelinka, does Rob Pelinka have in his DNA to eat up what $180 million contract? Yes, he does. Like, he'll find a way.
great
Like,
deadline. I mean, it ain't that. It's believe it or not, it's really not that far from. I mean, it's about to be December,
mhm.
and I mean, trade deadline is in February, so
There's gonna be a wild trade, you guys. There's gonna
it's
be like
gonna
a
be yeah,
whoa type of trade going on. So I could,
yeah.
we'll see. But I'm definitely something crazy is gonna happen. I agree with you 1,000%, Mike. Something crazy is gonna happen.
And
Um,
I'm gonna say this about Ti. Okay, so Ti, he the way he substitutes, I mean, it's
the six
crazy.
minute rule was what is it?
Yeah,
3 to 6 minutes? Yeah.
because I mean, I look at our roster and I'm like, what is the coaching in the minutes? I mean, players are playing less than minutes a game,
Mhm.
pretty much. You look at the Cleveland game, the only player that played over 30 minutes is Jaren, and he probably had one of his best games because he had 26 points. But he played 33 minutes. He had 5 fouls.
Mm-mm.
Everyone else pretty much was like just hovering over or at 25 minutes. And I mean, you look at the Boston Celtics game, ain't nobody touched 30 minutes in that game. Nobody, not even the starters.
And
So,
Howard
you know,
Howard played a decent game. Zach Edey had a really okay game, good game. First game back in a while, like Zach Edey did. How many minutes did he play? 25. I
it was
just
good. And that's probably under minutes restriction, maybe, but
right.
I mean, I kind of feel like with Ti, and the reason why it's frustrating for players is how you play 2K
Mm-hmm.
and you push the turbo button, right?
Mm-hmm.
And over a period of time, that player starts to slow down because of energy.
Yep.
And so, what do you do as a player? You call timeout, they get a little energy back,
Mm-hmm.
and or you go to halftime, their energy goes right back up to 100% or whatever and whatnot. And I think that's just how Iisalo coaches. He wants
Right.
you to put like 100% energy, put on the turbo button, and then he's gonna sub you out. And by then, you just don't have a rhythm. You don't have there's you're just not getting the full production out of 5 players.
Yep.
Within that short amount of time. Uh, and that's what's causing a lot of frustration with the team and a lot of inconsistency with the team. The other thing uh, is why isn't GG playing? And I think,
And John Conchar is getting minutes. What?
yeah,
Why? 14 minutes? What? Why?
I mean, GG didn't touch the floor versus Cleveland,
He sees
and
something. He sees something in Vince Williams that I don't see. Clearly.
played on 7 minutes versus in Boston.
Right.
And I mean, but the thing is, I think with Gigi, I don't know if it's just a matter of position. Do they see him more as a 3 or do they see him as a 4? Because if they see him as a 4, then that means Aldama, Jaren Jackson Jr. are in the way.
Uh,
I was shocked that Aldama resigned with the Grizzlies, or that they resigned him,
well, I like Salty. So Salty,
because I thought
I like
Aldama was
Salty.
a defensive liability in the
Okay.
playoffs, or just later down the stretch.
I
And I
mean,
mean, he's a decent, solid player, but I thought Aldama was a liability. But I mean, they resigned him, and I mean, sometimes I believe teams resign players to trade them eventually away.
mm,
But
mm.
that's I don't know. That's just my thinking.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, would you trade him for a power forward, small forward? Like, what position
For
would you think?
Aldama,
Yeah, for Adama. Yeah.
for Aldama, it really depends. I mean, I trade him for a utility player, somebody that a wing. I would trade him for a wing.
Zach Levine.
Uh,
Zach Levine.
I'll trade him for just whatever you need, really.
Hmm.
If I mean, even if it's like more just picks and a few prospects, that you got on a two-way or overseas somewhere,
Hmm.
that you're developing. I would trade Odama for that.
Hmm.
Uh, I'll trade him to the Eastern Conference. I mean, I don't really consider Odama a threat outside of Memphis.
You don't? I
No,
do. In a good system,
I
in
don't
a
think
right system, I do. In
I
a right
mean,
system, I do.
maybe, but I'm not. If Odama suits up for Dallas, or if he suits up for any other team other
Charlotte.
than the Grizzlies, I'm not really
Mm,
concerned about Aldama as a player. You
mm,
know, I do think that Gigi has potential if given the opportunity. And the injury kind of gave him, like, he lost his confidence. He made mention of mental health, being uh something for him, just needing to get himself mentally together. But and everything that Gigi is saying as far as his conversation with the coach is, the coach is telling him to just be patient.
yeah.
Well, you know, I think later down the line, I mean, we signed him to a deal, um, a cap friendly deal for a lot of teams that will probably go after him, if he's not used, because I think Gigi can be a difference maker in this league, in the league.
Yeah, I agree with that. So let's go over the minutes of the Grizzlies. And you tell me each player, should they have over 20 minutes? Just over, they should have at least, let me do 25 minutes. They should play at
Okay.
least 25 minutes. Of course,
Okay.
obviously, John Morant, we're gonna say, oh yes. Uh,
Yes. Oh,
Triple J, we're gonna say yes.
yeah.
Cedric Coward, yes.
Yes.
Jalen Wells,
Yes.
yes. Zach Edey,
Zach Edey, depending on the matchup.
okay.
Depending on the matchup.
Okay, so
It
let's
just
say
depends.
depending on the matchup to be determined. Okay.
Yeah, I would say depend. It just depends. I mean, he's good in stretches, but if we're playing like Golden State, or it just depends on how the flow of the game.
Mm-hmm.
But I think generally speaking, Edie does need to play at least 30.
At least 30 minutes.
If we're able to get him 30. But
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Okay. All right, let's get to the bench. All right.
hmm
Salty Aldama should get at least 25 minutes a game.
I'd say 15,
Okay.
16.
Cut that down to 10 minutes. All right. I say over. I think Salty is like the six man on the team to me. He
Yeah,
could
I
be
mean, he'll
eight or
get close
nine,
to
but
30. Yeah,
mhm.
he'll get close to 30 because of Jaren Jackson going to foul.
Right, right.
And I mean, but the thing is, you bring in Aldama, then he can be a defensive liability.
Yes, he could. Yeah.
So it's like Jaren Jackson Jr. Come on, man. And I mean, sometimes the referees. I think they're picky on him too. I'm not gonna put it all on Jaren. You know, some
Mhm.
fouls are just dumb fouls, and then
Mhm.
some fouls are just like that's not a foul. You know what it?
Right.
You know, but yeah,
But you say 15 minutes. You say 15. I say about 20. I say 25. Jack Lardell. Jack Lardell.
uh, I'd say 10.
I say 10. I say 15. Like no more than 25. I mean, he can't. There is now. I know he can shoot. I know he's like a versatile big man and all, but I need
Yeah,
him to get. I need him to be a defensive. Just get the boards and block. Like
yeah,
defend. I don't
he
need
can.
him to shoot.
You know,
No.
he can set screens and block.
Right. Right.
But you know, yeah,
Just 15 minutes. You say 10, 15. Yeah. No more than 25. We agree on that. KCP.
KCP. I'll say at least 30.
Okay. Okay.
I'd say probably right at 30
Okay. He should be.
because
So you think? Do you
Ty
think he should be
Jerome.
starting? Do you think he should be starting over Jalen Wells or come off
Ooh,
the bench?
I don't know. Like I have my doubts about KCP. Like as far as
Mm-hmm.
him staying on the roster once the trade happened.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you
Yeah.
know, because I mean with Cedric Coward and then you got Ty Jerome, you got Jalen Wells.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Cedric
like
is starting. Cedric Coward is starting. So I
and
mean,
then Vince Williams was kind of in the air. You didn't know if he was going to play or not. You know, he's a good defensive player. Then you had Gigi. You know, what position you put him in? Is it three? Is it the four? You know,
right.
I think KCP has value, and I think it's absolutely dumb at this point to trade for a player and then not use him.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when
That
you
makes sense.
trade Bang, I mean, KCP can shoot. If you
Yeah.
know you wide open and he has opportunity with solid, consistent minutes and stretches. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, he can be a really good, solid rotational player.
Yeah.
I would say um, at least 20 between 20
25.
about
More than
20
25.
a game,
More. Yeah. More than 25.
15, 15 to 20 minutes a game.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you play him the same amount that you would play or was playing uh
Orlando, Lakers.
no, Kennard.
Oh, Kennard. Yeah. Well, Luke Kennard had his moments. Like he'll play 25, 20 minutes, 15. Like, but he didn't shoot. Luke
Yeah,
Kennard,
yeah.
you need
That
to
was the
shoot.
problem.
That was the problem. Shoot the
Yeah.
ball. Like, I mean,
They brought him in for shooting, and he wasn't shooting the ball.
shoot. You know how many shot selection? I mean, shots he takes in Atlanta.
He's
He
shooting for
averages.
Atlanta though.
Yeah, but I'm saying, you know how many shots that he averages in Atlanta right now?
How much do
13.
you need?
13.
Hey,
When he was in
shoot,
Memphis, he only averaged 7 shots a game. Average
yeah,
7 shots
shoot.
a game.
I mean, when you have job penetrating and able to get to the lane, and that's why Zach Edey having a big center because that's what we always say having a big center. Edey, um, JV, Jonas Valanciunas and um, Aquaman.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Having those guys setting screens and doing, clearing the lane for Ja, that's where Ja was at his best. That's when he was playing at an MVP level.
Yeah. I mean, just I'm looking at his last couple games.
Adam, Steve
Luke,
Adams.
yeah, I'm looking at his last couple games. Luke Kennard, he didn't do anything yesterday. One by two against Phoenix, 12 against Utah the following game, 13, 7, 6. Like he's averaging 8 points right now for him, shooting 46% from the field. I'm just come on, like
And who's
46%
the
from the
point
field.
guard? Who's the backup point guard for Atlanta? If you got
Dyson Daniels. Dyson.
Dyson Daniels.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
And they got Nicole Alexander Walker,
Oh
Jalen
yeah. Okay.
Johnson, the Rizzer, I call him Rizzer guard they got.
So they got some depth back there, basically. I mean, the fact that Trey Young, first of all, didn't re-sign right away with Atlanta, that should tell you a whole lot. Even with the additions that
Mm-hmm.
that were made in the offseason.
Yeah. Man, Dylan Brooks had 34 points last night. Whoa. that's a that's a career high for him. He even surprised himself. Um,
Wow.
yeah. It was a thriller game. Um, what was I gonna say? Oh, go back to the Grizzlies. So we
Yeah.
mentioned you said 25 minutes for KCP, at least 25 minutes KCP. Let's go to what was I gonna go? Oh, Vince Williams. Did he get 25 minutes a game?
Vince Williams,
Yes.
I think for should he get 25?
Mm-hmm.
I think that one again is like they're just kind of just based off the matchup.
Mm-hmm.
Um, just keeping in mind that Cedric Coward he is coming off an injury with his shoulder. He's dealing with an injury right now.
Mm-hmm. And he started.
Or
But
kind of
Cedric is started. And he started.
under observation, I guess, right now.
Right.
Vince Williams defensively, when he is there, he's a problem. He gives Luca problems defensively,
Mm-hmm.
although Luca still is a beast. Um,
Yeah.
I think it kind of depends. I think he's the perfect player you want to sub in and out under Ti system. They can give you 3 to 4 solid minutes, 100% defense, all out defense
His
for a
offense, though. His
yeah.
offense, it
His offense, I don't trust it at all.
mm-mm.
But
And
defensively, I like him. I do like him.
yeah. And Conchard, no, no, no,
No,
no.
Conchard needs to have some DMPs.
Yeah, thank you. What 14 minutes? Like, what are we? It's like he doesn't. It's like he doesn't know what he's doing. Gigi should have those 14 minutes. Is what I'm basically.
Yeah, I feel like Gigi. Yeah, I mean 6'9", 210,
Right.
length, can shoot the ball. I mean, you get him the ball downhill,
Right.
and I mean he can shoot the three, he can stretch it. I mean,
And Cam Spencer, like, but outside of Cam Spencer shooting, what does he bring? Like, I mean,
he just brings like a competitive edge. Like, I mean, I think in time, Cam Spencer can be like
Lucanar.
like no, like OKC at point guard.
Mitchell, the Mitchell.
No,
No.
uh, I can't remember his name.
Guard for OKC or
Yeah,
let me see. But should he get 25 minutes though?
who
Cam Spencer.
I say 10 to 15. I should see him in the same category as Vince Williams.
Hmm. So are you saying that
Like Caruso.
Caruso?
I think
He's like
yeah.
Caruso. Okay.
I think Cam could be exactly like Caruso. And
I can see him like Mitchell for OKC. Agent Mitchell. He's pretty. People don't know about this agent. He's pretty good, you guys. You need to check out his games for OKC. He's legit
yeah,
good. Like he could be starting on any other team, but because OKC is so loaded and talented, he gets kind of like hidden within all
yeah.
that. So I mean,
I
check that.
mean,
There's a reason
solid
why they're
guard.
14-1. There's a reason why they're 14-1. Go ahead.
He's averaging 16 points a game,
Mm-hmm.
3, 4 rebounds, almost 4 assists, and shooting at 44%.
Hey, they're bench. I mean, you could bring like you said, Caruso, the other Jalen Williams, Jalen Williams,
Yeah, I mean,
Isaiah
shoot.
Joe. I mean, come on, like
they're. I mean, they are. I wouldn't say they're a surprise team, but they're that team that's in that's playing impressive basketball. Is give you confidence that they can repeat because everybody knows their roles. They know what they're doing. It's just a flow. I think Draymond spoke to this in his podcast about just the amount of respect he has for OKC and the fact that they everyone they're a well-oiled machine over there at OKC,
Yep.
and they're doing this all without their co-star.
Jalen
They're
Williams.
doing all this without Jalen Williams. I
Mm,
mean,
it's
look
crazy.
out Western Conference for the
Yeah.
future. I mean,
Yeah. We might have a real dynasty here. We really legit might have a real dynasty in
we
OKC.
we very well might. I mean, they
Mhm.
resigned all three of their major guys. I mean, Chet Holmgren isn't going anywhere anytime soon,
Yeah.
and they are a young team. They're going to retain each other. Let's see how long it lasts money wise, but they
Mm,
keep their core 3 or 4 guys together. They're going to be fine for years to come.
yeah. So enough. I mean, you done. We're done talking about the Grizzlies. They play tonight, like you said. They mentioned they play Sacramento, Denver. If there's a chance for them to make some type of resurgence, the time is here now. But if not, the Pelicans fired their coach Willie Green. Does Coach
Mm.
Ti got to get fired? Is he next? He's got to be next if they continue this slide.
I think the only reason that Ti is not going to be fired is because of the injury.
Mm,
Because I do think that the Grizzlies want to show due diligence in seeing that the full roster together. And if the full roster does not work by February, by the trade deadline, then I can see them making a change. If they're
mm,
well below 500 or just not competing at all, I can see them making a change. But I think the Grizzlies front office wants to see Ty Jerome, Pippen, Ja, Triple J, Edie. They want all of them on the floor and
mhm.
just to give Ti a chance or at least an opportunity to show if he can, coach or gel with the team. But again, he has to change his philosophy of subs and rotation.
Yep.
Um, because I think the only reason why he's not being let go right now is because because of the injuries, and he's I think he's got to he's got to bring Gigi. I mean, play Gigi
Mhm.
more instead of Conchar, like you said.
Yep. So we'll see how that plays out. LeBron is questionable to play tonight against Utah. I think he
Yeah,
might play. I think
I
he
think I think he could play too.
I think he's gonna play. We might get his debut. Fun fact: if he does not play today, I think his All NBA streak might come to an end because they have like that 15 game. If you
Hmm.
miss more than 15 games, you're not eligible for an All NBA team. So I think LeBron's got to play for the rest of the season, not miss one more game.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
If I mean if that's important to him, I mean,
ooh,
he might suit up and just not play the entire game, some games, or be under a minute restriction
mm-hmm. But he can't
for
miss
the rest
another
of the
game.
season.
He can't miss
And that's
because of
probably
rest.
what it's going to be.
Yeah. Ooh, this
He'll
is.
probably be under a minute restriction like the whole
Mhm.
season.
Do you think the starting lineup for the Lakers it should be Austin Reeves, Marcus Smart, LeBron James, Luca, and DeAndre Ayton? Is that efficient? Of a starting
I think
five?
I think it'll be with Luca, Austin Reeves,
Marcus Smart,
LeBron,
Rui,
Rui,
and DeAndre.
and
Okay.
8.
Mm,
Yeah.
okay. You would keep Marcus Smart off the bench. You would stay
Yeah,
smart
probably. Yeah, probably Marcus Smart coming in
with Jared Vanderbilt. Yeah.
with Vanderbilt. I think they're going to try to protect uh, LeBron at all costs.
Yeah.
But I mean, LeBron, like he said in his press conference the other day, he could play whatever position on the court. Positionless basketball.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't see him coming off the bench. I don't. I just I can't see that happening.
It's crazy. People think he's just gonna mess up the flow and chemistry. I'm like, I don't know. No, I think he's just gonna. We have to see. Give it like a couple weeks. Like, but I don't think he's just gonna completely
I don't think
screw it
so.
up. I don't know. Like, well, it's interesting to see.
It'll be interesting.
Luka's gonna get the shot. Luka should still continue being the guy that leads the team in shots. Like, without a doubt. Like, he needs to shoot as much as he can. Like, I think LeBron's gonna have to take the bet. I think
Ironic that the LeBron's coming back and Wemby's out for a couple of weeks.
that's
That's
wild.
just
That's
wow.
wild.
But
Mhm.
I mean,
Oh my
hey,
god.
I mean, the only reason why I say that, I mean, Wemby making headlines with what he did with Draymond.
What's your take on that? That Draymond stare
Ooh,
down,
man,
that dunk, and that stare
I
down.
loved it. I loved it.
Yeah.
I loved it. And I could tell. I mean, man, Wemby is is a jewel, man. I mean, he wants to win. You can tell.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he wants to win so bad. He's a young guy, and you don't want to see him get hurt. You don't want to see him get hurt. We talking about we talked about Ja being out with a calf injury, and everybody's like, But Wemby out 2 to 3 weeks.
Man.
Whoa, the reaction is totally different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if Ja was playing like at 100% at peak Ja, dunking and highlights and winning record going up against Wemby, you know,
Mm-hmm.
it's two different reactions uh to their injuries.
Yeah. Yeah. So the interesting NBA slate coming up this week. The world, like you said, the World Cup play is next week. They're on the road when they do the World Cup plays. New Orleans and the Clippers. I think two winnable games. I'm just going on the record. I think those are two
Yeah,
winnable games for the Grizzlies. Um, but Willie Green getting fired, it's not shocking to me at all. They're 2-12. I mean,
they
that
didn't really respect him. I mean,
yeah,
whatever that's about in New Orleans, I don't know.
right,
I mean, to have Joe Dumars, a living legend in the game of basketball, and he's not even introduced as coach.
right.
Come on, man.
It's just crazy.
Some Thumbs up. I don't know what that's about.
Hmm. He deserves better. He really does deserve. He deserves better than that. Uh, let's talk about the Memphis Tigers.
Yeah,
They played UNLV. UNLV this Sunday. It was Josh Pastner's. He came back.
yeah,
Former Tigers head coach led him to a tournament, couple tournaments, I think, couple tournament appearances.
yeah, yeah.
Plain and simple, Mike. What happened? The Tigers lost. Now, granted, last week they played Ole Miss, still lost, but it was still competitive. Curtis Gibbons played much better. He had like 22 points.
Yeah.
Sensei Parker, who has really turned out. I didn't know he could shoot that well. I always thought he had good handles and he can dribble and all that, but the man can shoot. Like I didn't know that about him.
Yeah, Sincere Parker coming in was expected to be on the same level as Haggerty.
Hmm.
And that it just hasn't panned out that way.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but it just hasn't panned out that way. He's a combo guard. He's streaky. He just shoots at a high clip. I don't know if it's like the offensive style or what it is. I don't know if it's what he's going through off the court right now.
Yeah.
If that's playing a role,
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure it's on his mind. But yeah, it's this team is just weird, man. It's just hard to figure out.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Lot of swingmen
they,
on this team. A lot of swingmen. Not a particular big man, but a lot of swingmen on the team. Like
yeah, it's kind of
Bedford and I
weird.
don't know.
It's this Bradshaw, not really living up to
Mm-mm.
his potential, or his level of play. I mean, Doug
McDaniel.
McDaniel.
Yeah.
Uh, I mean, he's playing significant minutes. He's a little streaky sometimes with his shooting, but he's not uh, Tyrese Hunter.
Mm-hmm.
There are just guys that were on the team last year that you just cannot replace.
Yeah.
And I think last year, which is definitely a better team uh, as a collective group coming in playing together in June. Whereas this team is a lot of depth. We have a lot of depth in each position, but they haven't played together. They
Mm-hmm.
all came at different points during the summer, and Penny's trying to figure out, who works together, who gels together um, more. But I mean, we're looking at pretty much the same things. Poor defense, not being able to guard your yard, turnovers,
Mm-hmm.
and trying to. This is Penny by far toughest job this year. I think the 2023-24 year, that was probably the most frustrating, I would say, because that group came in similar to this group. The only difference is they were playing well in the non-conference, and then they just collapsed during a regular season,
Yeah.
losing games that they should win and struggling in those games that they did win inside the conference. And then they just didn't play well at all during the conference tournament.
Yeah.
Um, this year, at least on paper, the Tigers still should win the conference, but with the way that they're playing, it just doesn't look good at all, and
And
it
and
looked like a struggle.
right. And Ashton. I expect more from Ashton. Like I thought he would just elevate and take over like PJ Haggerty did last year. Like why did he go to Kansas State? Is the question. Like what made him want to go? Like
Doug, who? Oh, PJ Haggerty.
PJ Haggerty. Yeah.
That yeah, Haggerty just fumbled the bag, man. I mean, the door was always open for him to come back to Memphis,
Mm-hmm.
but you had the wrong people in your. I'm gonna say the wrong people. You get bad advice, and
You just listen to him. It's
you know.
people in your corner,
I
people in your ear. You're
He
right.
could have went to the draft. I mean, he's doing quite well in Kansas State to start, from what I hear.
Mm-hmm.
I think he had one game where he scored over 25 points for Kansas State. But
Mm-hmm.
he could have easily came back,
Yeah.
and we wouldn't have or need Sincere Parker on the team.
Yeah. I mean, they're
And
4-0.
it's
He's
our
averaging.
ability to retain players.
Yeah.
You know, be hard.
And he's averaging 26 points right now. So, and they're 4-0. They play the Hall of Fame game in 2 days. They play Mississippi State. That should be good.
Yeah.
That should be good. It doesn't get any easier for the Tigers. They play Purdue, number one ranked, Thursday night.
Yep. Yeah.
That's gosh, I'm not looking forward to that. 5 o'clock is early, so not a lot of people. You don't have to tune in for this beatdown, probably. But what's a respectable score you can see? They'd be like, okay,
For
the Tigers probably like 10 points, 12 points.
Ooh. You going against Purdue?
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
Mm-mm.
I have very low expectations for that game.
Me too.
They're playing probably the best guard in the country, one of the best guards in the country, in Brayton Smith. I
Hmm.
believe that's his name.
Yeah.
Uh, and they have a Purdue has a really good front court guy uh playing as well.
Hmm.
I don't know. It could be a blowout. Honestly,
Mm.
I think this season. I mean, they play after their next home game after that tournament. Depending on how it goes, it's Southern Illinois, then it's University of New Orleans. Hopefully, those games are going to be like bounce back games for after having a rough weekend in Bahamas.
Hmm.
Then they got Baylor, and then Louisville, and then Vanderbilt, Mississippi State.
I'm looking forward to that Baylor game, the back-to-back Saturday game, the Baylor and Louisville. That to me, those two games are going to determine to me what direction the Tigers go in. Those two games.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to have to if they're able to get from this non-conference schedule three, 2 or 3 solid wins from this non-conference, tough non-conference,
Hmm.
and maybe they have a chance for an at large. But I think Penny has is he's giving this team giving he is giving this team every possible opportunity to show that they're ready,
Yeah,
and I just don't think he's seeing it consistently.
I agree.
We'll see. I mean, he said that Thedford and Sam, where is Sam? I can't pronounce his last name, but is he 7'1"?
Oh, the seven
Is
for
playing
Purdue. For who are you talking about? For Purdue,
or no for Memphis.
Memphis. Oh, Silva.
Simon
What's that?
Majok.
Hmm.
I don't know if I pronounced his name right, but Thedford and Simon Majok are the two guys that feels like he can build off of. I mean, uh,
Yeah, yeah, you might be right.
Marley Berry was a player that came in with high, regards because of his defense.
Yeah.
And then, Curtis Givens. Curtis Givens, I mean, he's played with a lot of talent around him, especially in high school,
Hmm.
and going to LSU and then coming back home. Uh, this team just is not cohesive right now. The chemistry is just off. And they can say anything they want in front of the microphone, but
Yeah.
still, it just not doesn't seem to translate, on the court. But
Yeah.
back to, back to Pastner though. I think it was great to see Pastner back,
Yes.
in coaching. I mean, we had Cal back,
Mm-hmm.
Arkansas. We got Pastner back
Mm-hmm.
with UNLV, and UNLV, they beat us like a drum.
Mm-hmm. Payback from last year, right? Because we went to UNLV and won last year. So,
Yeah,
um,
they beat us at home.
mm-hmm.
I mean, people were leaving it. From what I understand, people were leaving at the 10-minute mark.
Right.
They even, I mean, their players, and they were without a couple of starters. And then when their players got in foul trouble, they were still whipping.
Still leaving early. Yeah.
With Penny, I mean, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. Uh,
Yeah.
we'll just had to see who shows up. It's gonna be a double-digit loss season, and you may just be relying on winning the tournament in order to get in the NCAA tournament.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. Do you feel like if the Tigers don't do anything this year, that Penny do you feel like Penny Hardaway's on the hot seat if they flame out again this year?
I don't think Penny's on the hot seat, but I feel like just listening to Penny that he feels exhausted.
Yeah.
You know, I think if he has to rebuild completely, like bringing in 15 new players again, and even his coaching staff, I mean, each year having to replace assistant coach after assistant coach, player after player, after a while, it kind of just wears on you. And then considering and comparing, you know, his his 8 years compared to Pastner's. Pastner came in, he didn't have to deal with NIL. He didn't have to deal with COVID. He didn't have to deal with low attendance numbers. He
Mm-hmm.
didn't have to deal with marketing the Tigers. But Penny, he is pretty much taking on the responsibility on his shoulders to carry the University of Memphis basketball team.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think that he should have to market that much because he is Penny Hardaway. He's a living legend in the city of Memphis.
Yeah.
And we're barely scraping 10,000 fans, 5,000, 6,000 fans in the FedEx Forum. Whereas Josh Pastner, when he came in, he had a good 13 to 15
Mm-hmm.
every at home, you know. And I mean, Pastner, he understood the assignment. He recruited inside the city of Memphis.
Mm-hmm.
He got inside the city of Memphis talent, and just like Penny did, coming in, he got the players from Memphis,
Mm-hmm.
but he's had to deal with COVID. He's had to deal with NIL. He's had to deal with the transfer portal. I don't think Pastner had to deal with the transfer portal like Penny's had to deal with it. He hasn't had to rebuild year after year after year. So there's two different stories, and we just to see how it's going to end. I don't know if Penny's going to stay past this year. It wouldn't surprise me if he after this year he says, I'm gonna walk away
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna, go out. You find another coach, another collegiate, coach that can keep the program up there. But I don't know. I think Penny's determined to get us to a Sweet 16
Yeah.
at least, and when the team starts out like this, it just doesn't look promising.
Mm.
So I don't know. We'll see.
I think a lot of people are ready to let it go, especially from the sanction, the violations that he's had the last couple years. Like they're ready
Yeah,
to just let it go. Let Penny, and he's a legend, like you said. He's a iconic Memphis legend, Memphis Tiger legend. Just the overall legend. People when they come to Memphis, they want to see Penny Hardaway. Like like
Yeah.
NBA stars like LeBron James, and they want to see Penny Hardaway because they grew up on Penny Hardaway. But I just think if they have a bad year, derailed year, I think that might be the final nail in the coffin. I feel like, and he will
Yeah.
more likely get
The
fired.
growing pains. We've definitely seen, Penny Hardaway grow each and every year,
Hmm.
you know, from going all high school to going transfer portal to
Hmm.
a mixture of both. We'll see.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Okay, so before we leave, we should have done it, but we should have done it last week. But I give us some time to think. Nico Harrison, of course, got fired by the Mavericks. One of the
Yeah.
worst trades in NBA history, trading Luca for AD and Max. One of the worst trades of all time.
Yeah.
In your viewpoint, in your history of watching the game and knowing the game so well, Mike, what is some of your worst? Do you feel like the Luca trade is the worst trade in NBA history? One.
Yeah, I do think it is.
Okay.
I think, yeah, I would say it's up there.
Okay.
I did a
Do you feel
a
like there are
little
any
bit of
trades?
research.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, I did a little research on the trade thing, and I
Mm-hmm.
mean, so here's what I was able to come up with. How about the Hornets trading Kobe Bryant to the Lakers?
Yeah.
Charlotte, they drafted Bryant, but then traded him for Vlade Divac.
Wow.
How about this one? The Bucks trading Dirk Nowitzki to the Mavericks for
Mm.
Robert Trailer.
That's bad.
So the Milwaukee gave away a future Hall of Famer for a player who never lived up to his expectations.
Never.
Robert Trailer. I remember Robert Trailer
I
now.
remember him too. Played former Maverick. I remember him.
And look, the Bucks traded Dirk Nowitzki.
Wow.
The Nets trading for the Celtics aging core of Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce.
Yep. There we go. Now
That
you
was a
cooking.
bad trade because
Woo.
from that trade, Boston was able to rebuild with Jalen Brown, Jason Tatum, and others.
And others.
And the Nets failed to find any success.
Do
They
do
have
you
had,
know? Do you
like
know
you
the
said
full
earlier,
trade? You know the full trade. It was Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce, Jason Terry, and
yeah,
others. Marshawn Brooks. It was a lot. It was
yeah,
an
a
overhaul.
lot of players got traded,
And it was
and
like four first round draft picks and a
yeah,
second rounder. Like that. Like what? Why though? Like I don't. And Brooklyn was so promising. Like I know they had after that they got Kevin Garnett. I mean Kevin Durant and Kyrie and James Hart. Like it was like they were so anxious.
and
They just gave away. They U-hauled everything. Like here you go. Look.
Brooklyn,
Ugh.
Brooklyn, Brooklyn, Brooklyn. And then the Thunder
Hmm.
trading James Harden to the Rockets for role players.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I mean, that's probably the only bad move the Thunder have made.
Hmm.
They definitely learned from their mistake. I
Yeah.
guess you could say from trading James Harden to the Rockets, who
Yeah.
turned into an MVP. But they sent him away for role players. And then of course, uh, I mean, I can go deep in history now,
Hmm.
but the Clippers trading for Paul George,
That's my number one. The
which
Paul George
traded
and SGA
Shea.
trade. That's my number
Yep,
one worst trade,
yep,
without
yep,
a doubt. Like
yep.
it made
Clippers could
zero
have had.
sense. It,
Yep.
it made no sense. Like why would you? And then it's like you just gave OKC. You just gave OKC the championship. You clearly
Yeah.
did. Like
Yeah.
and Paul George didn't even stay there. He left. Like
Yeah.
was that Steve Ballmer move or was that Donald Sterling? No, that was
No, I don't
Ballmer.
think so. I think that was like right after.
Okay, okay.
It was before. It was before Balmer got there.
Ballmer got there. Okay,
Yeah.
that was absolutely not. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna give you the full Kevin Garnett and Paul Pierce trade. So the Celtics traded Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce, Jason Terry, DJ White, and a 2017 second round pick. Forget this: Keith Bogans, Marshawn Brooks,
Not in the
Chris
league.
Humphreys, Chris Joseph,
None of them are in the league.
Gerald Wallace,
None of them are in the league.
a 2014 first round pick, a 2016 first round pick, a 2017 first round swap, and a 2018 first round pick. What? What? Unbelievable. And Jason Kidd was their coach. That's the golly.
Man, that's bad, man. That's bad.
That
Of
is
course, I locally, the Kwame Brown.
for Pau Gasol.
Yeah. I mean, we got Mark Gasol, but still,
It took a little bit of time to flourish that, but
we were the laughing stock of the league because we gave the Lakers a championship.
yeah, unbelievable. I want to also mention Markel Fultz for Jason Tatum. I can
Oh,
put that. They traded the number one pick of Markel Fultz to the Sixers for the number 3 overall Jason Tatum to Sacramento. We know how that worked out. We know how that worked out. Unfortunately, Fultz just did not live up. He didn't live up to his hype. The James Harden to the Rockets trade, yeah, that made sense. Um, I'm gonna do a little football. Do a little football
okay.
here. Uh, the Russell Wilson trade to the Broncos was bad.
Okay.
That was bad. And if you don't guys remember, it was Russell Wilson and a 4th round pick to Denver for Drew Lock, Noah Fant, Shelby Harris, a 2022 first round pick, a second round pick, a fifth overall, a 5th round pick, a 23 first round pick, and a 23 second round pick. What?
Yeah.
Like, what? Seattle's gonna get better. They're gonna get better. They're right now
Really
7-3. Like they're gonna get better. So
Yeah.
I mean the Broncos are good now without Russell Wilson, but
Yeah.
that was a stupid trade. Also, I don't want to mention the Eddie Curry trade, but because of his trend, what he had to go through health wise, but
Oh, in Chicago.
that was also a really bad trade as well. Just a horrible trade. You remember Andre Bargnani trade?
Yeah. Yeah.
For those who don't know, Andre Bargnani was like what's Andre Bargnani?
I mean, I know he was a top pick, top prospect,
Mm-hmm.
and a couple of years with Toronto.
But yeah, they traded him to the Knicks for. They sent him to New York for Steve Novak, Marcus Camby, Quinn Richardson, a 2014 second round pick, a 2016 first round pick, and a 17 second round pick. All for this guy. Come on. Come on. Like
Nope. Nope.
too much. And the New York, the Eddie Curry trade, it was Eddie Curry, Antonio Davis for to Chicago for Tim Thomas, Mike Sweetie, Jermaine Jackson, a 2006 first rounder, 7th round first rounder, two first rounders in 2007 and 09 second round. That's whoa. Once a
Yeah,
nigga,
they were going for Baby Shaq,
yeah,
with Curry.
yeah, just unfortunate, let's close with this though. You mentioned before we got on the chat about the Denver and Philadelphia and our friend Raven
Oh
who said that
yeah.
thing about what Emmanuel Acho said. I call him clickbaity Acho because he likes to clickbait a lot. Some
Yeah,
of the mistakes that he takes.
everything right now coming out of Acho's mouth kind of.
It's just wild.
Although I mean, some of what he says is legit.
You cannot put Bo Nix and Jalen Hurts in the same category. You just can't. Like,
I think it's too early to. It's too early, really. I mean, Bo Nix is in his second year, but he's played a lot of football, and so in a way, he's kind of like a vet, but he's not from an NFL point of view. But I would not trade whatsoever what Denver has compared to what Philly has. I mean, Philly has Dante Smith, Devontae Smith, and AJ Brown and Goddard. I mean they got everything. Philly has everything. The only concern right now
mm-hmm.
is their offensive line and the health of their offensive line. That is the biggest concern,
Yeah.
and maybe their secondary because they've been kind of
Mm-hmm.
they've been getting hit
Mm-hmm.
lately in their secondary a little bit.
Yeah.
Um,
With Jerkins and Lane Johnson going on IR. You're right. You're right.
but the offensive line is really the big concern.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if Jalen Hurts is able to deliver the ball under 2 seconds or right at 2 seconds, then that offense is humming.
Mm-hmm.
But I think what we're saying, and this is just not Jalen Hurts, but I think if quarterbacks are holding the ball longer than 3, 4, 5 seconds,
Mm-hmm.
either somebody's not open or their offensive line is just straight holding on.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we saw that with golf. That's why golf struggled versus Philly.
Right.
Philly, I mean, their defense is elite. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, they're forget the offense. I think they can alternate between AJ Brown and Smith who they want to go to. Lately it's been Goddard for
Mm-hmm.
Hurts as his main target. And unfortunately the tight end position is not a position that we have a lot of respect for.
Mm-hmm.
We or maybe we just don't respect Goddard that much. We always talking about Kelsey or McBride or Bowers. We're
Or
always talking
Laportier.
about those.
Laportier.
Yeah, or Hawkins.
Tyler
There are a
Warren.
lot of yeah,
Tyler Warren. Tyler Warren.
there are a lot of really really good tight ends in the league.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
But we don't mention Goddard in the top. He's really leading the team in yard. Like he's
yeah,
really good. Like he's like number one or number two in fantasy. So or three.
yeah.
Like Tyler
I think
Craft before he got hurt. I mean, he was like
yeah,
number one.
yeah, yeah.
So, yeah,
I
I
mean,
mean,
Kittle. I
yeah,
mean,
he's back. Yeah. So
the tight end position is kind of like a overlooked position.
all
Um,
all I'm
that
gonna
we
say is it's Cowboys week. Eagles play the Cowboys. The Cowboys are feeling themselves. Ask my dad. Ask other Cowboy fans. After that, they played a high school team last night against the Raiders. So okay,
yeah,
take that for what it is. I mean, Brock Bowers. He needs to. I wish he'd leave. He needs to go. I mean,
mhm.
like they talk about the Cleveland Browns quarterback. The Raiders quarterback as a group since Jamarcus Russell is about as bad as what Cleveland has produced. Like,
The Raiders are just a bad team. They're
mm,
just a really bad team. I mean, especially on defense.
mm,
And I mean, I don't know. I mean, the Raiders, they're just a bad team. There's
yeah.
really just no other way to say it.
Is
But
Geno Smith the worst quarterback in the league? You would
no,
have to say Justin Fields is by far. Yeah.
no, I wouldn't say just Gino's the worst. I
Yeah.
wouldn't say. I think
Please tell Raven that because he still believes that Geno's the worst quarterback.
I'll say this about Denver. Like Denver, to me, their offense is underperformed, and I think it's more so to do with coaching staff as opposed to the players that they have.
Mm-hmm.
Sutton's numbers should be better.
Thank you.
Franklin's numbers should be better.
Thank you.
Ingram's numbers should be better,
Yes.
especially Ingram.
Yeah,
I
especially.
feel like he's like outside the top, way outside the top 10 as far
Mm-hmm.
as tight ends goes. But
Mm-hmm.
Ingram, he can, he can ball. He had a little injuries in the
Mm-hmm.
beginning, but
DK
I think he's
Dobbins' numbers
more
should be
explosive
better.
than
RJ
who,
Harvey, DK Dobbins, his numbers.
Dalmas, Harvey.
Harvey,
Yeah,
yeah.
that should be like the next dynamic duo
Mm-hmm.
next to Montgomery and Gibbs. I mean,
Yeah. It's
I
Bo
think the
Nix.
thing that's holding they don't play with tempo.
No.
Denver looks like a boring offense.
Yeah. And if they play Buffalo again the first round, guess what? I'm taking Buffalo, and America's taking Buffalo Bills to win. So it's not going to happen. They're going to be a 2 seed more than, or one or two, one of the two. But
Yeah, they're probably more than likely meeting the championship. I
yeah,
think
Buffalo and Denver. Yeah, I can see that.
I think they can. I mean, Denver's defense is elite, even without. So I think Sertani should be back though later in the season, in the
Is there a way
year.
to get up? Is there a way they can get upset in the first round now, depending on who they play? Like, is there a way they can get upset? The Broncos. Is there a way to get upset? Is there a team?
Mm,
What if they play the Chiefs in the first round?
at home,
Yeah, what if they play the Chiefs?
I don't think so. I don't know. I think Denver can hold their own.
Hmm.
I
Jaguars.
don't think anybody is intimidated right now by Kansas City.
I agree.
Nobody is intimidated at all. Like nobody.
Hmm. That mystique is gone for now. For this
Yeah,
year, it's gone. That mystique is
it's
gone.
the Mahomes magic has left the building.
Hmm.
Herbert took that out first week of the season, I think.
In Brazil, yeah. Hmm.
First couple of weeks. I mean,
Like they just look.
Kansas
They
City
look
might
like
struggle to make the playoffs.
right. I mean, they're 5-5. If they lose this game to the Colts, which
Shoot,
is highly possible that they can lose this game, they're 5-6. When is the last time you've seen a Mahomes-led team be under 500 this late into the season? It's never happened. So that'll be the first time they go under 500 if they lose to the Colts Sunday.
I mean, Philly took the soul out of Kansas City.
In
I
the
mean,
Super Bowl,
it's looking like no matter how many weapons that they have from a wide receiver standpoint, Mahomes is at his best when he's able to get the ball out in 1.5 seconds.
but outside of Rice, they don't have like
Right.
that guy. Hollywood Brown's supposed to be the guy. Juju is supposed to. Isaiah Pacheco's
Worthy,
worthy. Like
Kelsey.
they just don't have it, and they're gonna need another guy to go in the offseason. One more guy, like to
I mean,
retool.
they have Pacheco.
Pacheco
He's
is
hurt.
hurt,
Hunt.
coming off an injury. Kareem Hunt needs to get off the needs to be off the team, but he's still there. So,
Yeah.
and their defense is still great. It's still a top 5 defense. It's just offensively, there's no rhythm with them on offense. Nothing like.
Yeah. Yeah. Because when they struggle against good defenses or good pass rush,
Mhm.
like against Jacksonville, when they lost that game, that was a really bad loss.
That was a bad pick that Mahomes threw in the end. Like went all the way back. Like that was a bad play on Mahomes. Like,
That was a really bad loss when
mhm,
they lost losing to the Chargers and then losing to Jacksonville.
mhm.
They're paying for it right now.
Yeah, those 2 losses are killing them. Are killing them. Okay, for the Colts though, if we have another Daniel Jones game and they lose,
Mhm.
like are the Colts on fraud alert? Are like, oh, here you go. Like, shoot.
I'm not really concerned about the Colts that much, honestly, in the playoffs. I don't think that they'll. I don't think they'll make it.
Like
I
far?
don't think they'll make it to the championship,
Hmm.
to the AFC championship game.
Hmm. What about the Patriots? Do you feel like they
All right.
need to keep
Oh
moving?
yeah. Well, I mean, I picked the Patriots. The Patriots, and I think they'll definitely they may meet in the playoffs. One
Yeah.
on face to face, and
Mm-hmm.
that'll be a great matchup. But yeah, I think the Patriots, they not only do I think they have an easy schedule.
They really
Uh,
do. They got the easiest
for the
schedule.
rest
They
of
easiest schedule by far.
they're playing good ball though.
They're defensively, yes, and Drake May is playing like a top five MVP. I just what I'm afraid of when it get to the playoffs when they play the Broncos in the divisional round, smacked, and we're gonna be like, well, what do they need to do? What do they need to get? What do they need
It
to?
depends on where. Like Denver at home,
Hmm.
it's hard to pick against Denver at home.
Yeah, no, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like Broncos should easily, they're gonna be favored in that game. I don't know. I just want Patriots to play tougher games. Like their games are, their
They
opponents are
played a
not.
weak division.
Yeah,
I mean, and they handle. I mean, they beat the Bills. I mean, that's the giant you got to beat. You got to beat the Bills
yeah.
if you're gonna win that division.
Well, if they play Baltimore right now, would you take the Patriots or the or Baltimore right now?
Patriots versus Baltimore. That will be a really good game. Oh, that's a tough one.
Hmm. We gotta start thinking about this now, Mike.
That's
Playoffs
tough.
starting. We gotta start thinking about matchups now. Like, I mean,
Patriots versus the Ravens. That's a toss up. It's honestly 50-50. I mean, we're talking about experience of Lamar Jackson versus Drake May.
the inexperience.
But then you're also dealing with the inexperience in the playoffs with Drake May. But then you also got the coaching of Vrabel in
Yeah,
his corner. So that's tough.
yeah. That's gonna be.
I
It
think
could be a potential matchup. I'm just letting y'all know.
it could be.
I think whoever gets that seventh seed in the AFC, I think whoever
Whoever
gets the
got
nine
home
wins
field
first. Yeah, whoever gets the nine wins first, I feel like in AFC they're gonna get that seventh seed.
yeah.
Um, let me see. What about? Well, okay, I said this on our podcast, me and Raven. The Miami Dolphins can make a run here. They can make. I'm just saying. Just hear me out, Mike. Hear me out. They could, as crazy as this may take,
Check, please.
as crazy as this sounds.
Okay. Ho- Hold on.
Like
Okay, go ahead.
They play the Saints and the Jets, and they play the Steelers, who Aaron Rodgers is hurt. They can win the next three and go be 7-7.
So you're saying Miami has a chance
They
to
have a chance to get to the
do
playoffs, get
what?
that seventh seed. That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm.
After trading their best defensive player? Whoa.
Bearing something crazy. I'm just saying for that seventh spot, like I'm telling you, after this bye week, they play the Saints, Jets, and the Steelers. That's three. That could be three in a row in 7-7.
They're gonna purposely lose a game. I promise you, within these next couple of
Then
weeks,
then the train is over. Then it's over.
just just to get a new quarterback or somebody for next year.
So they need to lose to get to an out because
Right.
if they roll and get
Because they're gonna start doing funny stuff after this week or next week.
if they lose to the Saints and
It's
Jets,
not gonna be about playoff position. It's gonna be about draft position.
yeah.
That's what it's gonna be about.
So you're saying the offensive line needs to let Tua get some sacks and just make it look not too just
I
let's
mean, look
start
what
over.
look what Arizona doing.
Right.
And and it goes back to my argument before, if you're under 6 foot two as a quarterback, it's going to be very difficult for you to win football games unless you're playing under a certain system. Now Bryce Young for the Carolina Panthers almost threw for threw 400 yards last week. Kudos, and that's great for that week. And they're in the hunt for the playoffs. To my surprise, and Atlanta Hawks completely falling off.
I'm not trying to be a hater, Mike. I'm not, but Carolina can win that division, and I think it's going to come down to the last game at Tampa Bay for the division, win or go home. That's what I think is going to happen. You're going to get a win or go home situation. Carolina and Tampa Bay for the division. That's what I think is going to happen.
Tampa Bay is kind of like limping right now.
That's what I'm saying. Baker, they're not playing great right now. They're reeling. And then they played the Rams Sunday. That could be enough. That could be 3 losses in a row that we're looking at. Yeah. It's not crazy to think. And Carolina can go into San Francisco and beat the 49ers on Monday night. That's not too crazy to say that. 7-5? It's not too crazy.
I mean, one thing I give the 49ers, they had the benefit of an easy schedule to start out, and they've been able to ride the ship without Brock Purdy. So that's number one, credit to the coaching staff. And then credit to Christian McCaffrey for staying healthy. They get Kittle. I don't know who the receivers for the 49ers.
Ricky just came back. Ricky Parcells came back. Jawan Jennings is back.
Yeah. I mean, it's just a rotation, to start the year, as far as who's lining up.
Yeah. Brock Purdy's back. Brock Purdy came back. I mean,
they lose Warren, and they're still rolling.
Yeah,
that says a lot for San Francisco.
And it says a lot about the Atlanta Falcons too. Like Raheem Morris needs to get fired. Will be fired. I will guarantee that he's going to get fired. And I can also say this: if Todd Bowles and Tampa Bay does not win this division and they're eliminated like on the last game of the season, he's going to get fired too.
I think he'll be fired too.
He'll be fired too. I hate it for our black coaches. I really do. But those two are going to get fired. I could just guarantee that. They're getting fired. And possibly Aaron. This might be wow. Aaron Glenn might get fired.
It might.
Those are 3 black heads.
I don't know. When I think about coaches getting fired, I often think about, well, who's going to replace them? And that's what who do you replace these guys with? Who's going to be the coach in Atlanta? Who's going to be the coach in Tampa Bay? Who's going to be the coach in New York?
And there's 3 of them, and like you said, we know one of them who isn't. James Franklin. He agreed to be a Virginia Tech coach. James Franklin.
I love it.
I like it. I love it.
Virginia Tech is like my second favorite team. I know I'm from being from Virginia. When Michael Vick in those days, and we were living in Virginia, that was my favorite team. I loved Virginia Tech, Beamer ball, special teams.
Michael Vick,
the block punts, the block field goals, the running backs that we had, Tyrod Taylor, those guys, man.
Frank Beamer.
Beamer. Home run high. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah. Congratulations,
Virginia Tech again.
But man, it's gonna be exciting, like you said. NBA is still heating up. It's still on preheat, and it's gonna, eventually heat up. But the NFL, man, it's getting there. Like we're getting into Thanksgiving, we're getting into December, the months of football, and of course, we're gonna break all that down. Mike, we're gonna have you on the XO Football Lounge at some point again. Maybe to preview the playoffs at some point, something. But it's gonna be very, very, very interesting, especially. And I told Raven this. You want Miami, that Monday night game, to beat the Steelers so y'all can get back, because the Steelers are gonna fall. I think the Steelers are about to take a dip. They really are.
Especially with not knowing what Aaron Rodgers hand is.
Well,
But
I just got a little alert from Adam Scheffler. It's not. He does not need surgery,
okay.
and his status for Sunday they play Chicago is uncertain. Okay.
Hmm.
Uh-oh.
We'll
Chicago.
see how that goes.
I'd never thought, looking at the schedule, that the Chicago Bears will pose a problem. They're going to pose a problem for Philadelphia Black Friday.
It's kind of like fool's gold, I think. But I think it's great for Caleb Williams' development. But I kind of see it as fool's gold
Mm.
for for Chicago.
Mm-hmm. They
We'll
got a tough. They
we'll
got a
see.
tough slate. Like if they hold on,
Yeah,
somehow, some way,
we'll see.
like,
We'll see. They may sneak into the playoffs, but we'll see.
do you think
And
they
then I
win the
want to say
division?
this.
You think they win the division? Chicago.
No.
You still take Detroit or Green Bay?
Yeah. They, the Chicago and Detroit have to play again,
Yes.
and Chicago's gonna come out angry because they got blown out the first time,
Mm-hmm.
and I think it'll be more competitive. But I don't know, man. We'll see.
Dan Campbell's play calling might hurt him. I
He
just
gonna play
don't.
call himself out of a job.
Who? Jared? Who? Dan Campbell or
Dan Campbell.
Dan Campbell? his, his play call. It's like just give it back to John Morton. He's offensive court. He's a former head coach, offensive coordinator for what 30 years. Give it back to him. Like, why are
He's
you
gonna
just
play.
deciding to
He's
be
gonna
play
play call
calling?
himself out of a job. Watch.
Dan Campbell. Mm.
Yeah, he gonna play. He gonna play call himself out of a job.
Man. Should have kept Ben Johnson. They should have found a way to keep him. I don't know what the. I'm just, and you're right. Chicago want blood after that beat down.
Oh, they didn't want it because I mean
You're right.
they did not like that blowout.
Mm.
They suffered from Detroit that first game.
It's
I
gonna be
mean, they
interesting.
were scoring late in the game. They were still scoring.
It's still
They were
going. It was
still
like
going for it.
47-10 or something.
Oh man, it
They
was
didn't take no
ugly.
starters out until like 5 minutes left in the game.
I don't think the coaches wanted to shake hands.
No, Ben Johnson, I think he saw him, gave him like a salute, whatever, and just walked the other way. Like, didn't even try to give him a high five. Like, whatever. Whatever. Like,
And in regards to this matchup, okay, the Cowboys versus the Eagles. Now,
mhm.
I want Eagle fans,
Oh,
y'all watch out now.
I'm watching out. Like I told you, if we
Watch
don't
out.
score more than 20 points, we need to score 30 points. Like whatever offense that
And
Kevin Fatula, whatever
CD Lamb,
he got,
Dak Prescott, Ferguson,
golly.
and then Javante Williams
Right,
on offense.
right.
Then defense,
It's getting
the
better.
only thing you can really say about the Dallas Cowboys right now is probably the secondary. But
Mm-hmm.
Clowney,
And Quinion Williams.
I don't think Clowney forgot how to play football.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the player that they traded for from the Jets,
Quinion Williams.
he was getting it behind the backfield. And I know Oakland's a bad team,
Yeah.
but he's there clogging up the middle. Got Overshawn back.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be a good game.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be a good
Offensive
game.
line problems, like you said. I'm a little
Yeah,
worried.
yeah.
I'm a
And
little
off,
worried.
they're gonna. I think not Chicago. The Cowboys are gonna learn from the first
The first
game
game. Right.
because the first game Jalen Hurts pretty much carried the Eagles
Right.
that game.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Saquon didn't do that much, and it was C. Lamb's drops
Yeah,
with the
yeah,
reason. It's like his drops. I'm sure he's gonna be fired up for this game, and then George Pickens is lighting it up. So we're gonna
yeah.
have it's gonna be a good game. We need
It's
our
gonna be
offense needs to show up. This Kevin Patula, you need to get AJ involved. Get the one catch. Devontae the other night against Detroit, one catch. Like, what are we doing? Like,
good.
what are we
It's gonna be
doing?
spicy.
Gonna be a lot of talking, and it's starting this week, so it's gonna be fun down at Jerry World. I can't wait. And also an advantage that we have is the blinds. Jerry Jones does not want to put those blinds up, and it's gonna blind CD again because he doesn't want to put the
That
blinds up.
Thanksgiving game. That's a Thanksgiving game, man.
What the
Eagles
Cowboys?
versus Cowboys.
Who, the Chiefs
Or
and
was that Black
Cowboys?
Friday?
What, Chiefs and Cowboys?
No, the Cowboys and Eagles.
Oh no, that's the Sunday before Thanksgiving. It's coming
Okay.
up Sunday. The Thanksgiving game
Yeah,
is the
yeah,
Chiefs and the
yeah.
Cowboys.
That's right. That's right.
The Chiefs and the Cowboys play Thanksgiving, so that's gonna be.
Ooh,
Mm. And we play the Bears on Black Friday.
man, Chiefs need a win. The Cowboys got a tough schedule though.
hmm
They have a really tough schedule. So they're playing playoff teams.
hmm After the
Ooh,
Chiefs game is that
right.
after the Chiefs game is the Detroit. They play Detroit. Yeah,
Yeah,
we're gonna see. We're gonna see if it all paid out for the Cowboys. Did it really pay out? You like getting Queen Williams and these. We'll see. Proof's in the pudding now. We'll
yeah,
see. Y'all got the players now. We'll see. They're playing for Marshawn Keaton, RIP. We'll see. They got a lot of momentum on their hands. So, and this is
yeah.
the first game of his death. Oh my God, it's gonna be too emotional. God, man, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be a crazy atmosphere. Can't wait though. Cannot wait. All right, you guys, that'll conclude another wonderful episode of For the Love of the Game podcast. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, GR Production, at Throw It Down. Check out all our amazing podcasts, all the amazing projects we got coming up. It should all be interesting. So, for my amazing co-host, Michael Miles,
Sir.
and for your boy, Greg Rufus, we will check y'all. We will see y'all again next time. Until then, peace out.
Peace out, everybody.
Some do it for money, some do it for fame. Join Greg Rufus and Mike for the love of the game. The 2025 NBA season is just around the corner, and we are ready to drop some basketball commentary you won't hear anywhere else. Get ready for wild predictions and bold takes. A podcast offering a fresh and engaging perspective on what might unfold and what's currently happening inside the game of basketball. To our viewers, we invite you to subscribe to GR Productions and join in on the discussion as we talk about all things NBA, Memphis Grizzlies, and Memphis Tigers basketball. Like, comment, and share. Thanks for your support and enjoy the show. For the love of the game, stay tuned.